Want a hot take? The interviewer is not important. What up, fam? Dr. James W. Stalkup, aka Jimmy Joe Coltrane, and I'm going to help your job interview chances by explaining to you that the job interviewer is not important. The job interviewer is not significant. The job interviewer does not deserve respect, certainly not undue respect. This is hamstringing your ability to go in and kill a job interview and get the job that you want. So, listen, you are undermining yourself with this undue respect. It is provoking job interview anxiety. I have seen applicants absolutely crippled by job interview anxiety, and a lot of time it's because they've built that interviewer up so high in their head. And I know why they do it. They do it because they feel like that interviewer has control of their future. Maybe true. The interviewer may have something to do with your future, but you are not helping your chances by heaping undue respect on an interviewer. That interviewer is not important. That interviewer is no one special. That interviewer is someone who is there to ask you questions, form an opinion about you, and your job is to perform a non-sexual seduction in that interview with that job interviewer. Basically, endear yourself to the job interviewer so that the person's brain experiences an emotion in which they say, I like that person. Not that person's the most qualified, not I think that person would be a good fit, but I like that person. People who are qualified get jobs, but people who are liked have mountains moved so that they can get a job. So the first premise in my argument is, why are you there? Why are you in that job interview? You are in that job interview to deliver content. That's the only reason. Now, you can deliver content to anyone. My students who have done the best could actually walk up to an oak tree and have a convincing job interview presentation. The reason is they see the interviewer as being not unique and not really material to their success. As a Stoic, I believe we have to operate within our sphere of influence. Now, you can influence that interviewer through your appearance, through your behavior, through your content, but you cannot alter anything in that interviewer's mind other than maybe endear yourself to that person. So why are you going to respect them? Who do you think that interviewer is? Do you think that person's your future boss? See, I don't. I've had a lot of people interview me, and in every scenario, I want to say every scenario. Yeah, in every scenario, they either managed me from far, far away, or they weren't in that position very long after I got the job. So sitting there and thinking that that's going to be my manager is a little bit ridiculous. Here's a good exercise. If you walk into every job interview and you imagine that that job interviewer is somebody's relative or brother-in-law who needed a job and then got put into a management position, you're probably right. Management positions are favors for people's family members. That's somebody's brother-in-law. Somebody literally looked up at a barbecue and said, hey, I want to be a manager. And they said, well, Frank, guess what? You can manage this division over here. And the dude plays golf and he wakes up late and he shows up just for a few hours. And in those few hours, he does some interviews. All you have to do is get him to like you. So here's another thought exercise on why the interviewer is not important. You have to be able to deliver your content exactly the same, no matter who is performing the interview. This means that maybe that interviewer is super, super special and very knowledgeable, or this may mean that that interviewer is at the bottom of the barrel as far as expertise goes. How are you going to find that out? You're not going to know. You've got to be able to deliver the same interview no matter who's sitting in that chair. So what does it really matter who they are? So the first YouTube video I ever made was called The Interviewer Does Not Get Respect, and it was very inflammatory, and the tone of it was sort of dismissive of the interviewer. And I'm fine. If the pendulum swings that direction, I'm fine. I'm fine being the guy saying, yo, look, that is an obstacle to you. You don't have to respect them. Now, love your neighbor as yourself and give everyone respect, but don't give the interviewer any more respect than you give the person who greeted you when you walked in the front door. Equal respect, those two positions. That person's going to ask you emotionally charged questions. That person may hurt your feelings, but it's because of their own ignorance. They don't wish you ill will. Maybe they have some opportunities to improve their interpersonal skills. Trust me, it has nothing to do with you. The same people who ask dumb and illegal questions tend to ask those dumb and illegal questions over and over in interviews. You know who determines what questions to ask in an interview? Whoever the brother-in-law is sitting there in front of you. So I'm going to close with this. In almost all my videos that you see, you will hear me say the obstacle. Say the obstacle over and over. When I say the obstacle, I mean the interviewer. Why do I call the interviewer the obstacle? Imagine that you're hiking and you walk up and there's a log across the trail. Now, it may be a very small log, it may be a big log that you have to climb over, but that log is utterly immaterial to your journey. You're going to step over that log and you're going to move on, and that log is never going to bother you again. That is the role of the interviewer in the interview. That is somewhere between 110 and 350 pounds of carbon that you have to interact with for a very brief period of time to go out and get the job you want. So I've got a blog now. Check it out, stoicstalkup.com. It's kind of alliteration, Stoic Stalkup. Also, I have the full interview dynamics course. We've got the link in the video description. Also, you can get to it from the website. And look, if you enjoy these videos, click like, click subscribe. I'm going to be uploading regularly. 2 videos a week is the goal. I don't want you to miss out on this content. Look, I've made like 400 videos that weren't good enough to post. Eventually, I'm going to figure it out, and you don't want to miss out when I do. Thanks for watching.